Hi guys, I'm going to go back to the basics a little bit today because a lot of us have started relating our back pain to work from home scenarios when that may not actually be true. Let's go back a couple of months when we were not working from home. Back pain was as bad, and I don't think the amount of back pain has severely increased over this last couple of months. But yes, there has been a change. There is a valid reason for the change also, but we'll come to that a little bit later. But it is first important to understand why somebody has a back pain and what causes it and what can you do to prevent it, because those are the obvious questions, right? Nobody wants to understand what are the exercises for toning yourself, but everybody wants to know, if I have back pain, what should I do? Or how do I prevent back pain? But here is a spoiler for you. You will have to do some form of exercise to avoid back pain. Why is that? Because like I said in my previous videos, and I've written about it also, your back pain is mostly about demand and supply. And the supply is provided by the amount of strength, flexibility, movement you have in your spine. The more movement you have in your spine, the lesser are your chances of developing a back pain. It is as simple as that. But let me come to it a little bit more in depth today. Why do you have back pain is the first question that is important. A lot of people call it as a disc slip. Some people say that it's a muscular problem. Some people call it a spondylosis, spondylitis. There are multiple medical terminologies given to it. But the reality of the situation is, if you overpush your spine, it will give you back pain. I'll give a simple example. I learned this example in the organization I used to work previously in, an excellent back care chain. There I got to learn that, see, this is your finger, right? If I keep it in this position for a certain amount of time, how long do you think can it sustain? For a very limited amount of time, right? But imagine your daily routine. From the point you wake up in the morning till the time you go to sleep at night, you are bent forward. You are slouching either to work or to eat or to brush your teeth or to shave. Something or the other you are doing which is bending forward. Now my next question is, how many times are you bending backwards? Hardly ever. Unless some of us do yoga, we are not bending backwards. What does that do? It becomes sort of an imbalance for your spine, and that causes your back pain. Now that can lead to a disc slip, that can lead to other problems. Otherwise, if you have never lifted a weight in your life, how did you develop a slip disc? It is because you are in a bad posture for sustained periods during the day. Added to that is the loading. Now, these days, I'll come back to now work from home days, because this is supposedly the fact that everybody is working from home, so I have to make videos about working from home, right? So if you're working from home, you do your bit of cooking, you do all the work from home. Now let's compare office to home and then try to see why the back pain problem has increased slightly. In office, you have chairs, right? Now we may not like our chairs. I have spoken to multiple people about this over the last couple of years, and just before the pandemic started, that I don't have good chairs in my office. But trust me, at least you have chairs in your office. At home, you have the sofa and you have the bed. And the sofa and bed are way inferior compared to any chair in the world. Now when someone asks me what is the ideal chair to sit in, any chair is ideal if it is not a sofa or a bed, because that is the worst for your back. Because no matter how hard or tough your sofa is and how tough your mattress is, you will slouch when you're sitting on a bed or in a sofa. That is one of the main reasons why back pain has increased during these times. So that was why we get back pain as a function of demand and supply. How do you prevent it? You have to build up supply in your spine. I've been saying it repeatedly over the last couple of videos. I've been writing about it in my blogs also. You need to improve supply in your spine. If you don't, you will develop back pain because your demand is not going to reduce. No matter how many times I tell you, even if I sketch it on my forehead that you should not sit on a sofa, you will still do that. If I tell you not to sit slouched, how much can you control yourself? I can't sit straight the entire day, right? I will slouch at some point of my day. At that time, the supply of my spine, or the flexibility and mobility and strength of my spine, is going to help me. That's where I'm coming to. Your back pain is caused by demand and supply. I'm saying that multiple times today now. And that can be countered by doing some form of exercise that improves the supply in your body. That's the why part. Why do you have back pain? How do you prevent it? The obvious answer is try to sit in the best possible posture as much as possible. You have to have the right sitting, standing, sleeping postures. If you don't, your chances of having back pain increase. It's not that you will definitely have it, and it is not that if you sit in the correct posture all the time you will not have back pain. It just changes your chances of developing back pain. That's how you prevent it. That's one thing you can do. The second thing you can do is regular exercise of some form where you maintain movement of your spine. Not just front and back, but sideways, because your spine is supposed to bend sideways also, it is supposed to turn also. You're supposed to give all forms of movement to your spine so that it remains healthy. That was all I wanted to talk to you about today. I'm not going to go too far into what kind of exercises or what exactly causes back pain, because that is too much of detail for you to understand, and for me also to understand for that matter. If I have to treat you, your back pain is caused because you sit in poor posture and your spine is not strong enough. How do you correct it? You have to increase strength and flexibility of your spine and try to sit in a good posture. It is as simple as that. It is really simple, and that is all that you need to do. But if you want me to simplify it even more, I can do that. In my next video, I will tell you 6 habits that you can follow to prevent back pain. Just 6 habits, and trust me, they are absolutely completely simple. No complications at all, no excessive exercises of any sort, just 6 habits which you can easily, simply do every day. So watch out for that. I'll be sharing that in some time. Till then, remember to stay safe, wear a mask, carry your hand sanitizer, and watch your back.